Welcome to Knights of the Dirty Table. I am your host, Do It, Merrick Henry. And with me, as always, is the great Sir Barney Landman.
Just do it!
And special guest today, as part of our special Star Wars celebration, is Sir Jack Lowe.
Hey, I'm Jack Lowe, and I'm here to overmodulate your microphone with my nice Mando bucket. How you doing?
I forgot too. I just asked him to redo that, and I completely forgot.
And welcome to our special Star Wars celebration. May the 4th be with you, as it is with all of us. Welcome, everyone. We are so happy to have you.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Oh, thank you.
Happy friggin' birthday,
I'm so
Jack.
sorry, Baby Yoda. You have big ears, and I have no depth perception.
It's the Mandalorian's birthday. Can you see through that thing?
I can see this. But Baby Yoda and his ears, unfortunately, are right out of that range.
Would you like a cup of
Sorry,
tea?
little guy.
Everything looks like tea to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But is it like clear? You can see through that, okay? Like the
Yeah.
actual.
I mean, I don't have my glasses on, so like.
Yeah.
You see as much as you need to on the convention floor.
There's a photo from The Mandalorian behind-the-scenes photos where one of the actors who plays him, I think one of them is actually John Wayne's grandson, his nose is pressed right against the glass there, and that's exactly what's happening here. You can't see it because this is pretty thick glass, but yeah. It's just right up against there.
You're gonna be.
You
You're
just
gonna
hear
have a.
Squidward underneath the helmet. Hello,
Squidward.
baby Yoda. Hello.
I find that offensive.
Speaking of Baby Yoda,
They're going to say, speaking of offensive.
Speaking of this little guy.
a pretty official looking Baby Yoda in your arms is in fact not official.
Oh, thank you. No, yes.
Right?
No, this was so I didn't do the 3D modeling, but I did, of course, print him out with my 3D printer as I did the helmet. Sorry, I dropped your cookie. And I sewed together his little robes, too. There's a whole Facebook page where everyone shares all this kind of stuff, and there's a lot of sellers who have really great files, too. So it's been a really fun project working on that.
He's so dope.
I was saying if Toys R Us was still around, I feel like you could definitely sell that right now for a good. I think that'd be a wonderful Christmas present.
Have you seen the animatronic one? You can put it to bed.
I think I have seen that. It's like a Tickle Me Elmo.
You can rest it on its head and it will lie down and fall asleep. It's really cute. It made me go like. No.
Don't listen to him, Baby Yoda.
For cosplay
you.
purposes, for like working with the charity groups and whatnot, it'll be fun to carry around because the kids will obviously love Baby Yoda.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it looks great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I airbrush, and I think I got this at Joann's, the fabric. It was all really easy to find.
No, but it came out really, really nice. And we just got a blue screen. So we have green screen, and we've had green screen for a while, but we originally set Jack up on a green screen and then realized it made Yoda go transparent.
Yoda was looking a little racist.
A little bit of a oh yeah,
but
did not look good.
We put the blue screen up and it looks perfect now.
Which, fun fact, if you didn't know, most of Star Wars was filmed with blue screens up until I believe when they started using digital, which I believe was around episode 2. Because everything before that, film grain would show up really weird on green. That's some film nerd knowledge for you.
Yep. Which I didn't know that, but I'd forgotten. But yeah, I remember.
It makes a ton of sense.
It's why you see green screens more prevalently these days, because that color is a lot less frequent in costumes and stuff. That's another reason why it's chosen.
With blue just being there when you have a blue.
I wear blue jeans all the time. I had to specifically choose not to wear blue or like anything like that.
Yeah, it's working well with your top though, which actually is a shade of blue, but it doesn't go.
Thank you. This is actually, I was super psyched to snag this because this is actually just released on Her Universe, and it's supposed to be like based off of Anakin's Clone Wars hoodie,
Nice.
which had sold out forever and ever. And then they released this one for the summer. Not that I'm going to be going out or anything. But
Well,
it looks stylish indoors.
but I mean, at least the weather is getting a little better. It's not as freezing cold in New England anymore. I'm sick of it.
How about that weather? Glorious. A little bit
can't
of sunshine.
complain about that.
Makes all the difference. Crossover Lord's here.
Crossover Lord.
And should we play some games?
Well, almost. Just before we get into it, I know we're excited, my friend. I'm glad we are. I just wanted to present one topic discussion for the Dirty Table today. Just because it would have felt like an empty show if we didn't at least discuss something in detail before we play. Otherwise, we're going to be so distracted playing and trying to talk at the same time, like I was last week.
Oh yeah.
So, my question for everyone, and of course to our viewers at home, feel free to comment your thoughts into the group chat as well, because we would love to hear from you, as we always do. So Rise of Skywalker has just dropped on Disney Plus today. no coincidence at all. It's May the 4th. It makes perfect sense. Meaning that it's, I don't know if it's in like a second run theater kind of thing like we have in West Boylston, but I would say its main theatrical run is over, meaning that the entire sequel trilogy has completed its theatrical run. And I want to ask, in relation to specifically the sequel trilogy, do we think it was an overall success? Obviously, it's made money. That kind of is the bottom line. I think in terms of financials, yes, Disney got what they wanted, but do we think this is going to hold up in maybe 5 to 10 years? Because if we look at the prequel trilogy, yes, that also made money, but we don't hold it in as high a regard as, say, the original trilogy.
It doesn't have the hype.
Boy, is that a complicated question you're asking.
Yes, it is. So the bottom line question is, do we think the sequel trilogy was a success?
And I think the first layer of that is, personal response, personal emotional response. Like,
definitely, that matters.
Like, how do you feel about it?
Yeah. That's because I think that's how everyone always reacts with these sorts of things,
Right.
and for better or for worse, right?
Yeah.
Personally,
Yes, birthday boy, you have the floor.
yeah, no, I wasn't even gonna. No. Personally, I enjoyed all three films and everything else that Disney's put out. I really liked Rebels. Resistance was okay. It was more for kids. It wasn't really going to be that deep. I'm fine with that. Clone Wars series finale was today as well. And boy, that's my childhood just capped off and finally given closure in a really cool way. Not going to spoil anything. It's just too fresh to
satisfying.
talk about today. In terms of just someone's like, I haven't watched it, but
Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing too many spoilers today on.
So for the
anything
three-
but the main
the
movies.
main three films, I feel that I enjoyed them. I can't help but look at how everyone has reacted, and I'm bummed that instead of everyone everyone was excited after Force Awakens,
Yeah.
then
As they should have, absolutely, no
yeah,
question.
more Star Wars.
I had my opinions on it, but I was still excited for the future of the franchise, no question.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting more Star Wars, and I'm always appreciative of more Star Wars because I've always known that it's not always going to be perfect. I've been rewatching all three of the prequels today, and heavily reminded of that fact.
Of how far you can get from perfect.
But that's the whole thing, right? I mean, those movies are campy as all heck, and you can look back on that now and appreciate it in a different way. I don't know. These films also feel very different in a very different way. They feel in the most summer blockbustery way, which people always talk about the original three as being, the first blockbusters. I mean, Jaws had a hand in that too.
Definitely,
but
yeah.
At the end of the day, financially, definitely successful. Emotionally, yeah, I still enjoyed it, and I felt emotionally attached to everything that was going on. And but as a population, I think that those three films have really rocked the fan base. I think more so than the prequels ever did.
Yes.
We dealt with a lot of crap from Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, and I still love those films for a lot of reasons, but I still roll my eyes at so many parts.
I think
it's only because of hindsight that I can appreciate them more now.
Yeah, I think honestly with social media and everyone being so in touch with each other now, as well as the fan base being able to get together for almost any convention at any given time, I think we're all able to get more immediate feedback and reaction sooner than we were with the prequel trilogy. We saw Jar Jar Binks and we all were kind of just confused.
The popsicles and stuff didn't help.
Yeah, we were all separated and confused, but now when we see these new films, it's we can all just hit up Twitter and immediately just get the response and either share or take sides in the argument. Barney, what are your thoughts in regards to the sequel trilogy? Do you think it will be considered successful long term?
So I think that on that personal, emotional level, I enjoyed all three movies. I don't think it was a success as a trilogy. I think the presentation and the ideas were too disparaged because of the lack of a central goal, an overarching story that should have been set. So, that puts me right in the middle, I guess, as
No,
far
and
as and that's also where I would put those movies. Like, it's probably not very controversial to say that the best trilogy is the original. The second
I think
best
that's-
is
yeah.
It was
this
it was
one,
lightning in a bottle, man.
and the prequel are the worst, I think.
Yeah, no,
You know,
overall,
that sort of, you know, so then was it a success? It was more of a success than the prequels. Was it as much of a success as the originals? I don't think so. So
It's funny you brought up an interesting point with the sequel trilogy not having as much cohesiveness, and obviously we've talked about it a number of times on the show why that wasn't there. But at
Right.
least with the prequel trilogy, while each film was very isolated, I wonder if it kind of benefited from that overall vision from George Lucas of like, we're going to keep everything isolated, as opposed to the Disney regime trying to make everything be more cohesive. Almost. Does
So
that make
they made a
sense?
creative choice. We want to let every director do their own thing, so long as they feel it makes sense with what came before.
Absolutely.
The problem is that it didn't work in the same way because you didn't have George. So the reason George was integral, not only because of the things he contributed in his imagination, for better or for worse, I will say, you know, like with the prequels, you knew what was going to happen at the end. You knew what was happening by the end of these movies.
And it
like,
kind of added a level of excitement to it, honestly.
no,
I'd like,
no. I think that takes away stakes because I know what's going to happen to Anakin. I know what's going to happen to Obi-Wan. When he says, why do I think you're going to become the death of me? It's like,
yeah, I'm right in between the two of you on that one.
I think that makes a
works
fair
both
point
ways.
in regards to the stakes of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
If so, you know what's going to happen in the end doesn't raise the stakes as much for the characters. But if they land on those stakes, like if we know we're going to hit this mark and we've got to dig in, kind of like with Endgame, like, you know, they have to defeat Thanos at some point, but they knew they needed to hit the landing on it, and they did.
Well, hear
and in
me
this
out.
case, I don't know if they did with the prequel trilogy. Go ahead.
the problem is that, you know, we all kind of collectively understand where these three prequel movies were supposed to end up, even if they do feel disjointed, and I really think they do.
Yes.
You know, Phantom Menace is this slog of like a historical documentary of like an occupation of a territory and with political agendas and all that. And 2 is this mess of a mystery with this dumb action movie tacked on the end. And 3 is actually pretty well rounded, and I enjoy quite a bit of it,
I
even
agree.
if
It's
the
my favorite
dialogue
out
can
of
be
the
a little
trilogy.
stilted at points.
Yeah.
But like again, disparity. It's there. But because we already know how it's supposed to end, we don't feel confused or lost. The problem with these 3 sequels is that we don't know where they were supposed to end. They didn't hint at so like a good story foreshadows. A good story hints at what's supposed to come. None of like I'm sorry, like I'm okay. I can swallow Palpatine just showing up. I can swallow all the silly stuff about that. That's fine. There's been sillier stuff I've been asked to ignore in Star Wars. But in order for it to be well-rounded, you have to hint at it properly. And that comes back to the fact that they didn't have an overarching, we want Palpatine to show up by the end and be like the actual villain by the end of it. No,
Yeah,
it started out being like this different but similar thing. And then by the end of it, it became too similar. But yet still different. I don't know. But see, that's the thing. This is coming from someone who really enjoys all 3 films for different reasons.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
there
try
is a
really
lot
hard
to
to
enjoy.
make sure people understand there are good things about it and that there are bad things about all the others too.
Sure.
But at the same time, can't ignore how people react to it. I'm bummed about it, but like I get where it's coming from. And I just hope that, I mean, now let's talk about where the future of it's going. We got the High Republic,
Yep.
which looks really fascinating. They're exploring a totally uncharted part of Star Wars in either canon. That's great.
Yes.
You got Filoni, you got Favreau, and now you got Waititi directing another movie.
Yep. They just announced today. That's
That
very
was
exciting.
that was a new announcement today.
Nice.
That's really exciting stuff. Those are 3 great creative directors. Like whether you may not like Waititi's style of humor, or you know, like maybe you didn't. I don't know if you, how can you not like The Mandalorian? I thought it was great. But anyway, I'm very optimistic about where I think they finally figured out now that they're past this emotional baggage of Skywalker. You know, can actually
Which-
do something.
Which, if I may, did they ever need to tackle the Skywalker stuff?
I think it was expected because of the EU had done so much of what happens to the gang after.
See, I didn't think so, to be honest. I was actually a little underwhelmed personally with the concept of because 6 was you know such a cap on the story, even though we had 1 through 3 setting up to that point, having it be a part of a story of 6, it felt natural for me to end it on 6 rather than, where we get to 7, 30 years happen and no changes. We got, the First Order / Empire again. And I feel like maybe we could have started with, what is it, the High Republic?
High Republic. Yeah.
High Republic. I'm a general fan. I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan.
No. Yeah. That's fine. I
So
get
we
it.
know. I feel like maybe they could have tackled that first rather than attack the nostalgia of the Star Wars general fan base. I feel like it would have been nice to really start fresh, because I was expecting to start fresh when we got 7, and then we were just creating this Skywalker saga title, like when Episode 9's trailers dropped, it's the end of the series, and it's like, we got the end of the series 40 years ago. Like we didn't need to dive into the Skywalker saga. Maybe that's just me.
Did we need to dive into the origins of Vader? We didn't need to.
In regards to what, like Force Unleashed, or
In regards to the entire
I think we
prequels.
could have left the.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
like
We could have
we
left
all
the younglings out. Put it that way. I just want to throw
Master
this
Skywalker.
in. Crossover Lord.
One sec,
through
Jack.
his opinion in
Yes.
here. In his opinion, the sequel trilogy was okay, not horrible, but not classics.
Fair enough.
Either it hits the middle ground, which could make it forgettable, but it won't since it's Star Wars, which is
That's
Great points.
Another way of saying some of the stuff you said, Jack. I think that sort of covers it.
Yeah,
And
I
he
agree.
also said, a part of me fears that Waititi might get fired from that project, like Phil Lord and Chris Miller with Solo.
That's honestly how I felt too. But I think because
That's an
Waititi's
interesting
already
point.
shown a lot of great chops on Mandalorian. Plus, I mean, he's on fire right now. That name carries a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So-
hey, being a part of the Marvel brand with Thor Ragnarok, look what he did to reinvigorate that whole franchise.
Yep.
Did you guys see Jojo Rabbit?
I did.
Yes.
Incredible film.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Taika Waititi was in Green Lantern? He was Hal Jordan's
Yeah.
best friend. I just found out about that.
With this cookie for a second.
The fact that
not
he
know
came
that.
away unscathed from
Hey,
that.
Alien from space is here.
Yay!
Alien guy from space.
Jack, while you've been away, we built up such a pool of online nights. This feels like one big Zoom call at this point, and I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
All right, now I think we're ready to play some games.
Hold up.
We are, but everyone has to smash that like button and subscribe if they haven't already.
I have a bombshell that I need to drop.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah, I was gonna
messaged
ask
us
you
before
about
that you
that.
needed to talk about something.
Yeah.
So.
We
because,
don't have to
um,
stop talking. We're just gonna play Lego Star Wars while we talk. So
We need to sit and marinate on this.
All
It's a
right.
very small plot hole. I'm going to admit that right away. It's not a huge bombshell,
Spoilers.
but to me, it's like just another example of how it's not as perfectly well crafted as we all like to pretend. The original 6, and that is so. I was rewatching episode 2,
Okay.
and I got to the part where Anakin, he's plagued by dreams of his mom dying. So
Yup.
he and Padme are currently on Naboo, hiding away from the assassins. Which is really just Jango and Zam.
Yup.
They killed Zam, and Jango ran away to Kamino. So there was really no threat ever.
Yep.
God, what a dumb movie. Anyway, they go to Tatooine because he's like, I got to save my mom, and they go to the Lars homestead, and who's there but C-3PO, and they don't even recognize him until he says something, and then Anakin's like, "Oh, is that you? Is that you, 3PO?" And like they have that moment because of his personality. So why the hell Owen Lars lives with this droid and Shmi and Klieg for years? Why the hell did he forget about him when he bought him off the Jawas? He should have been like, 3PO, is that you? You son of a bitch. Holy shit. Well, you're gold now? What the hell happened? Like it should have been this whole thing. But of course it wouldn't because New Hope came first, and that's not how it works. But that's what happens when you write halfway into your
Yeah.
story. You
Yeah.
create these lovely, awkward things. Sorry, it's one of those things that I never ever thought about. Doesn't make sense.
It
And
gets
it's very
more
small.
infuriating when it's George at the helm of all of these, and you're the one missing the small plot holes.
And like that's like something that like it doesn't break the movie. It doesn't break it nearly as hard as saying,
No.
"Oh, where
And
should we
there's-
hide the son of the Dark Lord of the Sith?" How about where his aunt and uncle lived on Tatooine? Yeah, he's been there, so that's perfectly safe.
That
yeah,
works.
He's totally fine.
No, that's totally fair. Like, I think the biggest offense in a similar case with director ignoring their previous films is Bryan Singer ignoring at the end of Days of Future
hate that
Past.
guy.
Do not blame you, one bit. When he ignores, the whole Mystique not post credit scene, but the end credit scene involving Mystique at the end of Days of Future Past, they just totally glance over it in Apocalypse. And it still, sucks that that's the case, but if it was at least a different guy, it would make a little sense. Like, all right, he forgot about it. I'm willing to move on. But it was the same guy.
Yeah.
Also, to that side point, Bryan Singer was hardly on set for Apocalypse, so that would also make sense too, because as we've talked about, You suck, Bryan Singer. Moving
Yeah.
on.
You pedophile piece of shit.
Yep. Let's
Bryan Singer is trash.
Bryan Singer is trash.
Sorry.
So do we want to play Star Wars: The Force Unleashed first, or do we want to play Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga first?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Of course, that's not a true title anymore, is it? Is it?
Nope, it's not.
I'm very excited for the new one because it's going to have like totally redone voices and everything.
I don't know if it's gonna have a voice
The
cast.
Skywalker saga.
I'm sorry, they're redoing all the cutscenes and it's going to be done with the modern Lego game humor. You know?
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna actually do, because I know in Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, that game they took the movie dialogue and put it in. I don't know if they're gonna do that in this case with this game. That I'm not 100% clear
They
on.
seem to be going to the grunts and the jokes based on the way it was done in some of the
Which
trailers.
I think is actually better for it. The Lego Star Wars games benefit from
It's
that.
better than that. They have like original voice acting because they had Watto in the background while while Padme and Anakin are meeting for the first time in Episode 1, and Watto's like, red flags, get to the red flags here.
Well, then it's decided we're playing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Oh yeah,
I just got confused again for a second. I was like, wait, Jack can't see it, but he can see the PS4.
I can. Oh,
Dope.
baby Yoda can
How
help me.
many Star Wars games do you have with you? So
Well.
we're playing on the PS4, which I'll switch over right now.
I also have Jedi Academy on my Switch.
Oh, nice.
Classic.
So yeah, we have, and I mean, in front of us, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And we have another 4 off on the side.
There's like 12 Star Wars games here, but we're actually not going to be playing any of these. These are just for our dirty table display.
We can play some of these games in
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah.
I'd love to do Classic Battlefront 2. That would be a good one. Super Star Wars, which in my opinion is not a great game. We can definitely do that at some point down the line. I would love to do Episode 3 because it's just a nice fighting game.
Oh, count me in.
It's not great, but it was great in 6th grade when I got it.
When you start playing Episode Racer, you let me know.
You bet. You bet.
Racer?
Yeah, Episode 1 Star Wars Episode 1 Racer?
We did that a little bit the other day when we got the N64 out.
Oh yeah, we have the original cartridge here too. That's another one also. I know you want your high res and your emulators.
I'm judging you
all
for not inviting me.
Ooh, did they remaster that for the Switch?
Yes.
Obi-Wan.
So you're in, yes, Jack?
Yes.
Wonderful. And Barney, you and I can just switch off the controller
yeah,
at certain
of
points. So in order to unlock the rest of the movies, we have to play the first movie.
All right.
And then we can hop around if we want to anywhere.
My goodness, and I was just watching this movie today.
Oh man, I love these games.
I forgot all the buttons.
I had such great memories of playing these games with my friend Paul back in the UK.
I have a terrible story to share about this game.
Great.
I love this game, but I didn't own it. My friend Colin did.
Yeah.
And I am ashamed of this. I didn't realize how the save files worked, and he had a perfect 100% of the first prequel trilogy,
No.
and I ruined it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I was like that kid who like saved over your Pokemon save of all 151. Do you know how much effort it takes to get the bits in this game for just the first
yes,
3?
I do, firsthand.
Yeah. I still feel bad about that to this day.
Was he just like, it's cool?
I don't think he's ever forgiven me about that, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, but like to your face? Was
We were
he
still
at
friends,
least-
but I think he's like, yeah, no, I
Well,
don't blame him.
Is that
Skywalker
that
Saga's
guy?
coming out, so now he's going to be able to 100% even more.
I
And the
don't think-
levels are going to be tremendously bigger than this.
Somehow, I don't
yeah?
think he's going to have the time he did as a child.
Right.
Game. Oh, look at this, man! I love that ship. By the way, it looks
Oh.
great in this game.
Yeah.
classic.
it does.
I'm building the Slave 1. I took a break from building that all day to come and talk Star Wars.
Appreciate it a lot, my friend. Happy
Out
to
of,
have you.
out of Lego?
Yeah,
Yes.
I bought I got myself the Slave 1.
Oh, nice.
It's so cool. And
We were
like they
just
showed a
saying we gotta
picture of
get
what
some-
it looked like in the one that they released in 2000 and
Yeah.
like the one that they released now. Oh my God, it's
Yup.
gotten so much better.
Well, they just got the license around that time, so
Yeah.
the 2000, so they were
Right,
just-
yeah, that's because it's a 20th anniversary edition.
Brilliant.
Dioxys. What's the force button?
The-
Circle? There it is.
Force Unleashed is like a,
It's a one player.
but it's
Yeah, we'd have to like
he's
take
an
turns.
apprentice of Vader.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not.
Star Killer.
We're collecting all all the studs, and it's like, no, actually, we're trying to move on with our lives. It's just a force of habit. Force. And then if you hold down square, you can reflect their blasts.
I see you have it. We need to play episode 1, the game that was the tie-in game.
It's so not good.
It's really not. I played all the way up to Darth Maul and I quit because it was sucked.
Wait, what is it?
The episode 1
tie-in
video
Star
game.
Wars episode 1 for PlayStation.
It's
Oh, it was
genuinely one of the
just,
worst games I've ever played, but I fucking love it.
Wow. Well, speaking of which, we played Superman on the N64 the other day.
Wow. Why?
Because I'd never
we
played
had
it. The question was, what's the worst game you've ever played? And I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, let's play Superman real quick, and then I'll know it's going to be Superman. And sure enough, yep,
That'll do it.
I couldn't get through the first little ring
TC-14.
course.
Doody 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 doo. Doody 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 doo.
Oh man,
The
There's
ambassadors
just
are Jedi
something-
Knights, I believe.
There's just something so charming about these games. So
This
well
was
put together.
mind-blowing to play in
Oh yeah.
in Walmart. I was blown away.
Yeah, but then your neck hurts.
When you get blown away.
So, fun fact, all the building features, they weren't in the first Lego game. In the first Lego Star Wars game, it was not a thing. So they went back and revised, not a ton of the level, but some of these.
Really?
Yeah.
Crossover Lord just said he only knows Star Killer from Soul Calibur.
Ah!
Didn't know where he was from.
Oh,
get
they're good
high?
games. Well,
I
no,
can,
the first
yeah.
one's a good game.
The first Unleashed.
Yeah, the second one is hot garbage.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
well,
a shame. I never actually played the Force Unleashed 2. I have it for Wii, but I'll do it on PS Now.
the problem with it is mainly that they basically took the levels for one half of the game and then reversed them, found a story reason why that would be, and then made it. Then they're like, all right, that's the game.
Oh.
That's incredibly disappointing.
Yeah, I was really pissed
Ooh, that's new. I forgot.
because I
Power up.
really liked the first one.
Power up?
I got a
Fallen
power
Order
up.
is really fun though. That I love that game.
I wanna get that game and play it now that I am doing well financially.
It made me so like want to build a BD one, and I'm going to, but building Mandalorian has been my main goal.
Oh yeah, this is new. This was not in the original game. This is Battle Droids Ride. Whee!
Oh, the Stap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
like
can't use it on
AP.
Droidekas. That's a terrible idea.
Those droidekas are like one of my favorite droids. They're so cool.
You know what's weird? In episode 1, when they're getting rushed by the droidekas for the first time, like when you first see them, which
Yeah.
wicked cool scene.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
They inexplicably forced like speed away, and then it's never acknowledged ever again. They move lightning speed, literally lightning speed. I'm not exaggerating. And it looks so strange because you never see a Jedi move that fast ever again. And you're just like, wait, what? Hold on, what? Like, go back and watch that moment, like when they're at the door and the droidekas like explode the door.
Yeah.
They zip out of there in like 2 frames
Why do you think that is?
because they're Jedi. That's a move that's been in every
No,
Star
but-
Wars game. Force speed, that's a thing. But
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, but what? But you think that was intentional in the movie, or
I think that they intended to show that this is a because like they also jump like Jedi. Like the whole thing about the prequels and the way they fight is that it's meant to show what Jedi are like at the height of their power.
Right.
Not a couple of guys, not an old, asthmatic robot, half robot man, a wizened old hermit, and a farm boy who just figured out what these things are and literally looked down the barrel of one the first chance he got with it.
What about Rey?
Well, Rey knew how to fight. Luke didn't know how to fight.
That's true.
And
Like
we already
Rey,
beat the
like they
levels.
showed that
true.
Rey knew how to kick ass with a staff because she had to take care of
Good
herself.
point. Solid point. That's
People
why.
go,
That's why
"Oh,
you're here
Rey
today,
doesn't,
Jack.
Rey doesn't know. She's such a Mary Sue. No, she's
She
a
still
capable
was-
person.
That still doesn't explain the full amount of OP-ness that occurs in the third movie.
Well, because she's a Palpatine, and that is just lazy writing. I don't mind.
lazy.
I can get over
It
it.
would have been nice if it was established beforehand.
That's what I'm saying. If you
but
had
that's
just
a
hinted-
production thing, which we've talked about before on
If
the show.
they'd hinted that the reason her parents had left was about something like that she was special and that she was in danger, that would have been a thing. But the narrative until that point was that she was a nobody.
Yep.
That makes sense. Disjointed.
Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
disjointed.
Still good films.
Oh,
This is the shortest Lego experience I've had in the last 5 years.
And I think one of my favorite scenes from the new is the classic her like jumping over the speeder and.
Oh, that was such a good move.
Yeah, it was dope.
Oh, dude, when I saw that in the trailer, I lost my mind.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Okay, so question. So now we have all episodes unlocked. Do we want to continue to play through episode 1?
I want to play through episode 5. That's the best one.
Fair enough. To episode 5 we go. Except we're
My
on
watch
on
just
a
let me
leash.
know that there's a new episode of the Clone Wars available, and I'm like I haven't watched it already.
Question for you in regards to Clone Wars, without spoilers and such.
Yes.
Do you feel like it finished strong when it ended on Netflix all those years ago? Or did you feel you felt left out?
Because they had planned another season and were canceled mid-production.
I actually felt like it ended in a good spot.
Five's death had meant nothing up until that point. I won't say why it means something now,
Please, by all means.
but yeah, Five's had, at that point he had spoilers for the parts of Clone Wars that have been on for a long time, but he had discovered the inhibitor chip that makes the clones
Right, to get to
suggestible
66,
to Order
yeah.
66, and he was killed for it in a cover-up, and that had not been resolved. And
I guess it could have been more resolved. I guess considering where they ended up with, Yoda learning about Force ghosts and such.
well, the problem is when you find out that there was all this content that was cut, and you read about it, and you're like, "Fuck, I missed out on that. I missed out on the Bad
Yes.
Batch arc.
No,
I missed out on the Siege of Mandalore."
I agree. I feel like they.
Let me tell you this: now that I've seen it through, it's so much more satisfying to me.
No,
the
I
ending
get
is
that.
so much more satisfying, and the way it ended.
As
is,
I would say, as opposed to comparison with like Young Justice when it ended after season 2, that to me felt incredibly unresolved because of where they were going with Darkseid. Like without reading into anything, like you could tell, oh man, they were building up to something and it didn't happen. But knowing where episode 3 is and knowing where the Clone Wars needed to be in order for episode 3 to happen, I felt like at least with the Yoda aspect of it, learning about becoming a Force ghost and stuff so he could use that in the future, I felt like it was satisfying enough. Not great, obviously, but I felt like it was okay. I was just curious your thoughts on it.
Yeah, there just, to me, it felt like there was a lot we were missing and didn't need to be. I felt that it was frustrating to, just because I know how it's supposed to go from here to Revenge of the Sith doesn't mean I'm happy to see it get cut short, when the whole point of it was to bridge that gap effectively.
Got you.
And when you see how closely they touch on Revenge of the Sith by the end of Clone Wars, that's all I'll really say about that.
This is the best way to start
chills.
this episode. So dope.
What, the last one? Have you seen it, Barney, or are you talking about the movie?
I'm talking about this
level.
This
Oh,
level.
the level. Yeah, this is really fun.
To kick off the episode. Like, it's just perfect.
Oh, wait, we're not supposed to shoot the shield generator. Opposite.
It's a Lego game. You're safe. You're fine. You won't shoot the wrong
But
thing.
I might lose.
You just might miss out on a mini kit.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, I blew myself up.
Do a flip.
Do a blow yourself up roll. Do a kickflip.
All right, Spider-Man,
Clint's
do a
here.
flip.
What's up, Wizard Clint?
Wizard Clint. Love you, man.
He said the YouTube notifications are being weird, and Crossover Lord is like, yeah, they always are.
Well, we appreciate you
am I
all
supposed
fighting
to-
through and finding us.
Yo, look at this sick half pipe we have over here.
Are we-
Shoot.
yeah.
All it needs is the Tony Hawk fucking soundtrack. Look at those sick flips.
Jack, I'm noticing you really become a sailor with that Mandalorian
Oh,
helmet.
are we
Oh,
supposed
yeah, my
to-
bad.
I don't care. I just think it's fun.
It's the promise of anonymity. See why I took all the other stuff off?
Yeah, but all they have to do is go back through our videos. And
You can't prove it's me.
find your face.
Was I wearing a short sleeve at any point?
We can see all your tattoos. Are we supposed to like grab something? Yeah.
You need to.
Press, use the tow cable, but there's nothing to tow cable.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
What am I supposed to tow?
There's no
There's like a
AT-AT.
bomb somewhere.
There's no AT-AT.
Have you tried shooting at the wall?
But that's our wall. We need
Merrick,
that
you
wall.
always.
It's a good wall.
That's always your solution to everything, Merrick. Have you tried shooting at the wall? I'm trying to make pizza. How is that gonna help?
Maybe we weren't supposed to go up to the shield generator, but just
No,
keep them back.
there's little bomb things. You have to grab a little.
Where's those?
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
it.
seen
There it
Star
is.
Wars?
I got it.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
like,
Okay.
I feel
You're
like that's a sitcom. Oh, and those droids are gonna try to weigh you down, Barney. Don't let anybody weigh you down.
Shoot him, Jack.
I can't.
What are you doing?
I think they're friendly.
No, they're not.
Well, I can't shoot them.
Yeah.
just
there you
kidding.
go.
Oh,
then
I see.
you
You're
wanna-
supposed to bowl it in there.
Yep.
Home
Nailed
run.
it. I see, because they're in our way.
Whee!
Yeah.
Good job.
All right. Now this makes more sense. Tow cable.
It's interesting the things that they did to refine the game more so
I'm
for
doing
the
the thing.
prequel, the
Oh,
prequel
shoot.
stuff. Like
Nope. Now I'm unwinding.
when the first game came out, the vehicle levels were so
Hey, I got this one.
they were tremendously
Hey, that's what you get.
like this plays like pretty well, now for what it is. But the first
Yeah,
game
yeah.
it was just
Oh, sure.
very linear. Like you had a one-shot mission. This is much more
Yep.
free roam. And what they did was they actually built up those vehicle levels from scratch and added this type of game engine to that. But you can also play the
Nice.
original levels from the first game
Oh, cool.
to go back and do that.
I had no idea.
That's cool.
They also, so in the first Lego game, they had 6 levels for episode 1, 6 levels for episode 3, 5 levels for episode 2. The Zam Wessel chase was completely cut out of the first game. Zam was not in the first game at all.
I love how much you know about this. I had no idea. I had no idea there was so much difference.
When Lego Star Wars Complete Saga dropped, best believe I was ready for it. And so they added in that whole new level into the game that wasn't there before. So as far as like, are you getting a complete experience for what it is? Definitely, this is really good for what it was at the time. And then they were also
Hey, you
promoting.
stole my thing.
Where are we taking it?
I think up to
you
this.
want to go north
To the wall?
To the wall, yes. Well, you may want to get rid of the AT-AT first.
That's Jack's job.
It can be yours too. You're both rebels.
Jack's lacking.
Well, Barney kept taking him over, so I assumed he really
Oh,
wanted to do
I
it real
see.
badly.
So you'll probably want to take the bomb over to the AT-AT, and it'll blow up, and then blow up the rest of the bridge.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Oh, right. Yeah, once it's down, you bum it now, right?
Yeah. What you can also do,
I don't think that's the thing we're supposed to be bombing.
what you can also do with your cable is when you're getting towards the AT-AT, press the circle button to let go of the ball, so it's rolling like a bowling ball, and then it'll hit. And you probably want to do that for both AT-ATs, and then the bridge will magically melt. That's my guess.
Okay.
Mind you, I haven't played this in 10 years, so I could
He
be
keeps
spewing
keeps
nonsense.
shooting the bombs. Get him down, and I'll bomb him. Stop shooting my bomb!
I feel like that needs to go into that red X or into the circle.
Nope.
No, right here.
Not the red X, because that's... There you go.
Boom!
The red X is for TIE fighters and Imperial forces, so that would be a free play thing.
All right, get the other one down.
We got this. I got this.
They were also promoting, or they were trying to promote, the next movie franchise. Or maybe it was before this. I know either in Lego Star Wars 2 or Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, you could unlock Indiana Jones. Because they
yeah,
were
'cause
trying
the
to
game
promote
was
Lego
coming out.
Indiana
Yeah,
Jones at the
yeah.
time.
There we go.
Oh, pro gamers!
Look at that sweet drop.
Good job, guys.
I remember when
These
Darth
poor
Maul
ears.
skateboarded. I like to think that's canon somehow. He was in Tony Hawk's 3.
Right?
Who was
Darth
there?
Maul.
Maul. Maul.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could play as Darth
I
Maul.
think Spider-Man was in
Crossover.
the second one.
Yeah,
Dude, you
he
can
was.
knock these things over. Hold on, stop shooting
Crossover a
them.
lot is like say he likes to think that's canon that Darth Maul took a brief skateboarding.
Stop shooting them.
Oh, am I not supposed to shoot?
I'm trying to drag them down because it's apparently they're saying 3 out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah, you get a mini kit for him.
ain't nobody got time for that, Jack. Come on,
You got plenty of time.
we got galactic business.
Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
There you go.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Hold on, I can drag these ones.
Oh, sorry. Just pulled him face first into the pit.
Nailed it.
Get in the pit.
Nice.
Throw her in the hole.
You'll probably need another bomb.
You know
I feel like we shouldn't be blowing up our own defenses.
I do what I
You're
want.
not blowing up your defenses. You're blowing up their defenses.
I do
Why
what I
would they
want.
have defenses? They're attacking. This level makes no sense.
Yeah, it
touche.
does. It actually doesn't make any
know?
sense.
Nope, no sense. Nope. They
10-year-old
would not
me
have
never caught
battlements.
on to that. This Lego game is broken, man.
Did they when the U.S. Army stormed on Normandy, did they build concrete barricades into the seawall? I
Yeah,
think
and then
not.
they flew bombs around to blow them up to escape.
Maybe their intent was to rebuild it all again because it's Legos. Maybe they just knew what
Hold
they
on,
were investing.
I'm sorry,
what you did
but
there.
are you implying a Lego World War II game? Because I would play the crap out of that.
Yeah, I think it's called Lego Star Wars 3, actually.
Lego Call of Duty.
Yeah, quickly build a tank.
I
Build
genuinely...
an AC-130 so you can blow up the locals.
I think if you saw how Lego Star Wars 3 actually played, Jack, I actually think you would agree that it's pretty much like Lego COD.
That's funny because I thought that was the most childish one, given that it was based on Clone Wars.
Yes, but it actually plays kind of militia style. It's kind of cool, actually. It was an interesting idea, to say the least.
Good show. I'll subscribe to that newsletter. I guess we're only supposed to do it in that one area.
What? Oh, yeah,
Pull 'em down?
that's what it...
The pulling them down thing, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't need mini kits.
I
Yes,
do.
we do.
I do. They
This is
tantalize me with it.
100% run, Merrick. We're doing it.
I
Yeah,
don't know
can
where
you
I'm
do it
taking
before
this thing.
dinner?
No,
Where
that's
am I
why I
taking
asked
this
if Jack
bomb?
was free tomorrow because we're
Taking
gonna
this bomb.
be here.
I don't know. I got a bomb and no place to put it. Oh, I'm dead.
Doom and Shrek were in Tony Hawk too. Yeah, Tony Hawk is the king of weird crossovers.
I knew Doom. I didn't know about Shrek.
I don't remember Doom being in it.
Doom Guy?
Yeah,
I don't remember Doom Guy being in it.
me either. The Doom Slayer.
Spider-Man was my favorite.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Who?
Spidey?
Who? Time for a generic elf-shaped fudge
Who
cookie.
is the question?
Shoot. I don't. The Peter Parker? I don't know what you want me to say.
So what are you playing right now, Jack? Pavlov?
What am I playing? Well, I'm playing. Yeah, Pavlov. The competitive season finally is done for now. So I'm taking a break from that. I've been playing a little bit of Doom 3 in VR because it's nice and spooky and janky at the same time. Fighting a Pinky in VR was pretty unsettling. What else have I been playing?
What are we supposed to be doing here?
You're killing all the...
The ATs?
Yeah, what? They're not ATATs. What are they, Jack?
ATSTs.
ST, thank you.
We just have to shoot them? A bunch of them?
I guess, yeah.
What are,
See,
what are the bombs for?
To
The
knock
bombs
into
are
'em.
going to be used for the ATATs when they get out there. See, they're in the back there.
Okay.
Foreshadowing.
Right. Pew, 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 pew.
Why would they send probe droids into battle?
Pew, pew, pew.
It's not what they're there for. I'm pretty sure they're probably there during the actual battle.
Who directed this game? George Lucas?
Is that a Dewback? Did that guy just say McClunkley?
So I actually think if you want to do this afterwards, I think in this game in particular, I used to do this like, because my brother played chess, and we would bring the GameCube, which had Star Wars 1 and 2 on it. We'd bring that, and what we would do is in between chess matches, we would let our friends fight between two Lego characters, and just whoever can kill the first one, 2 out of 3 wins.
Yeah.
I think they actually made a game mode for that, a versus mode in this game.
What?
Oh, excellent.
It's like they knew what my 4th grade mind was thinking. So I think you can go back and do that in this game. I'm pretty
Duels?
sure. Yeah, with like lightsabers or guns and stuff, and
That's
I think you
excellent.
can do that.
Oh, Barney.
I blowed up.
So the fact they added a versus mode to a Lego game, this game was ahead of its time.
Did you bring him down?
Yeah. I'm going to bring this one down too. No,
It's
I
still
can't. You got to
alive.
knock him down first. I forgot.
This one to your left is down. You just gotta blow him up.
He's gonna get back up.
They don't get back up. They're tied
Come
up.
this way, Jack. Come this way. Where you go? Oh, you're
Trying to do this one.
almost got him. Almost got him. Oh!
Oh, come over
That
here.
works. Crossover Lord sure does know his crossovers.
Cheers.
All right, I got the bomb when you're ready.
Whee!
Shit.
He's down. He's down. Oh, so are you. How convenient.
I got it.
Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Yeah. so far from true Jedi because it would just die so much.
It's incredible. Look at all the cute little snowtroopers.
Kill him.
They sure are cute. They look like little wee people or Animal Crossing people. Have you been playing Animal Crossing, Jack?
I have. My
just
friend made a really awesome birthday surprise decoration on her island, and it was incredible.
Why can't I?
Because that AT-AT is...
And also my villagers, like one of them came up to me and was like, "Don't say anything, just follow me." And they had a birthday party for me. We call it like in one of their houses.
Aww.
It was super cute.
That's so cute. I just started playing like about a week ago.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Finally picked it up. It is fantastic. I think they've basically improved everything, but the breakable tools thing
You get over pretty quick.
for me is like,
Once you get some disposable income,
yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just like,
it's all about the turnip market.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you play the turnip market? Like,
So every Sunday morning, you buy like your weight in turnips.
you just
And,
buy as much as you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then every day, morning and AM and PM, Timmy and Tommy will be selling turnips at a specific price.
Yeah.
And at any point during that week, from Monday through Saturday, they could be like, "Yo, we'll take them for like 500 a nip," and that's easy mill. Like I made 3 million yesterday because my
3
friends
million?
3 million bells.
Huh?
I've already paid off my whole house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's funny to hear that slightly out of context.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get myself some turnips.
Yeah, man. And you can time travel to get the nips, but if you go back to Sunday, they'll go bad.
Oh, wait. Oh. That's what happened. So a friend of mine has been time hopping.
I don't time hop that much. I just
I
take
am
advantage of
not
it.
time hopping at the moment. I'm not like against the idea altogether, but right now I just want to I want the vanilla experience, so I'm just like not doing any of that.
That's fair.
And she left a turnip at my place, but it was rotten, and that's probably why.
Yeah. Yeah, once Sunday hits, it resets. You got to buy new turnips. If you don't sell them by Saturday night, you're screwed.
Real Z's here. What's up, Z?
Real Z. Okay.
Okay, so that's good to know. So you can't keep them longer than a week.
Yeah.
So do you have to make a loss on them though if you like?
Yeah, because
the
you buy
price
them on
doesn't go up?
average anywhere between 80 to 110 bells per, and it's an investment.
Yeah.
I had to fill 2 rooms full of turnips.
Can you just put them in storage?
Nope.
You can't store them. Oh.
Super annoying.
Just
That's the exact minifig that I got with the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Leia. Actually, no, I'm not mad about that anymore because
Can
Leia's
you?
badass.
Maybe if we, I know you could do this in previous games. You can't do it in newer ones. Jack, if we maybe hit the triangle button on 3, maybe we can switch. 1, 2, 3. It worked.
It did work.
It
I didn't
doesn't
mind
work in the
playing
new
Leia.
ones
Leia's
now. I
great.
don't know why.
Oh, that's weird. I remember
It
that
is.
working.
It did work.
How you doing, Z?
Oh, sorry.
I am building, sir.
Well, I
this
wanted to
bomb,
shoot
so we better
stuff.
run.
Sorry.
Shoot me in the ass. See, I
Why'd
would
you
have
die?
lived. What?
Come on, you died so quickly. What's that about?
Add it to the collection of merit clips. Shoot me in the ass.
I would have lived. Yeah, that's what you get.
Oh,
You
my
get a
little
Leia
itchy.
slap. How is it breathing in that thing, Jack?
Oh, it's fine.
Not bad. You got a good airflow at the bottom there.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
That's all good here.
He's just suffocating.
This is so funny. I look across at the screen and we just got a little Mandalorian set in the corner.
Come make some coffee with me, Jack.
Oh, okay. Can do. Yeah, I'll work this one.
Some Joe. Can I do
Would it make
anything
more
with
sense
this?
if it was hot cocoa?
I don't know. Maybe it's rum.
On Hoth?
Who made this game? George Lucas?
Who keeps saying that?
George Lucas wanting to be involved in the Lego games.
You ever seen the movie Fanboys?
Yes.
I only just discovered it like a couple months ago. It's incredible. In like the weirdest way. Have you ever heard of it, Barney?
What's that? Sorry.
Fanboys?
Fanboys?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it's it came out in like 2015. So it really wasn't that long ago, or I think it might have been. No, it was old enough that like Seth Rogen still like looked a lot younger. Maybe like 2008.
Seth Rogen's age, like in terms of appearance,
Oh,
kind
he
of
does. When you look at him, a
rubber
40-year-old
bands a bit.
virgin versus like what he looks like now, it's like, my goodness, he's definitely gotten older. You know, it's just
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
time.
But
What do
I
you
feel
call
like
it?
he like at first he like got a bit younger looking
There we go.
in a way, you
Yeah.
know, and then sort of started looking a bit older. So it was this weird like it's kind of hard to tell how old a movie is by Seth Rogen's appearance because it's like doesn't really make sense on that timeline.
Right.
I've been watching a ton of Seth and
There he is.
James movies.
Well, let's think. This movie's basically, it's like a classic one of theirs, where essentially, and Jay's like, he's like, I think he stars in it. He definitely wrote it. Where one of them is terminally ill. And this takes place in like 97, 98. And the whole premise is that they're going to get him to Skywalker Ranch and sneak him in to see a original cut of Phantom Menace before it releases, because it's like the summer before it actually released.
Yeah.
And it's like the wacky adventure cross country of how they pull that off.
What a
Oh,
time
nice,
to be
nice.
alive.
It sounds like isn't that movie 50-50 about the same thing?
I've never heard of 50-50.
It's Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it's not the fanboys part of it is not the same. But I think one of them develops a terminal illness, and it's about how they deal with that. So it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
Power up.
I'll have to check that out.
Kevin Spacey produced Fanboys.
Ugh. That's another piece of shit.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. What a time.
You wouldn't expect him to be involved in producing a geeky comedy movie. But there you go. It only has 32% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's how you know it's a quality film.
Once you get below a certain level, it's like, oh, you have to see it,
Right.
But I don't think below 20% on Rotten Tomatoes is worth it. Worth the
I have a
viewing.
problem watching so bad it's good movies.
You do?
Yeah, mainly because I look at it and I can't help but empathize with what it must have been like to work on a film set that bad. It's like, man, when you know you're working on a piece of shit, like, I feel that.
Right?
Or like maybe they didn't. And like
Yeah.
that's almost sadder. If they're like, man, we're making such a classic film right here. This is gonna be great. Come on.
Oh,
Deathbed, like this is gonna be great.
I'm sure
The
they
bed
felt
that
way with
kills people?
BVS.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's obviously we just don't know.
You don't,
What
like
the-
that's the whole thing with Star Wars, right? Like they thought it was gonna be a dumb kids movie. I think only like Alec Guinness and Lucas really thought it had anything into it.
I feel like those. Speaking of, the boys, Seth Rogen and the boys. It's like they know they're making funny movies because they're laughing their ass off the whole time.
Yeah, like
You know?
they really connect to like what they're doing and they have fun doing it together.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I've been watching. I'm listening to the Scrubs podcast,
Oh yeah.
which is really good. If you love Scrubs at all, definitely check out the podcast that Zach and Donald are doing.
And rest in peace, Ted.
I know that's what actually got me like really deep into watching it because I was just so
Yeah,
sad
it's
to hear
been-
Sam Lloyd had passed away.
There's been a lot of Scrubs everywhere because of that.
Yeah, well, he was so incredible at like playing
yeah.
this horribly dark deadpan.
Oh, Ted's amazing.
Oh man,
An
that
amazing
one
character.
That one bit where he's got the briefcase and like someone opens it up and is like, "Why is there nothing in here but a gun and a picture of a smiley face?" It's like, well, One's if I get sad, and the other's if I get really sad. He's always had the best delivery. But he had such an awful battle with, they found a tumor in his brain which turned out to be from metastatic lung cancer, and it spread to all different parts of his body.
Oh,
And it's just like, what an awful way to go. And he was
Yeah.
fighting the whole way. But hey, at
Yeah,
least he's
well-
not hurting anymore.
yeah, I was gonna say, at least he's at peace now.
Because he was a wonderful artist too. Like his band, The Blanks, like they were always like actually singing those songs on
Yup.
Scrubs.
They were so good.
Jack,
They
would you
were.
mind coming closer to me just for a moment?
I do. I'm just kidding.
See, this contraption is very primitive for a Lego game, in my opinion. So C-3PO has to get on this bike, where C-3PO is clearly marked. I need to switch 3PO, you little...
Here, why don't I be 3PO?
That works too.
He has to literally just stand on it.
Yep.
Look at that. First try. Son of a bitch.
Pride comes before a fall, Jack.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
Hop on my ass. Let's go.
Yes, this is the Luke Radish is here. This is the complete saga. We are playing episode
I guess you can try to
6.
walk off. 5.
5. Sorry, we're playing
Good job,
episode
Jack. All right.
episode 5 right now.
Oh my, you'd like me to open this? Well, I suppose I could be of assistance.
Like it's your job, 3PO.
Wow!
And
Oh no! I seem to have fallen. This is most treacherous. R2 would not be able to get through this. Oh no! My parts are showing.
We used to, when you do get R2 in these games, me and my friend Paul used to just make him walk off the ledge
You sick sons of...
repeatedly. Well, he makes the wow!
Aw.
it's so satisfying.
You're awful.
all right, let's
That would
hit
break
the
my heart.
switches.
He respawns.
That's not the point. Hey, no!
Good catch.
You have destroyed me.
And so ends the Chronicles of C-3PO.
Oh, now I'm Han for some...
Yeah, you might have.
Stupid
Maybe you were
reason?
trying to hit the triangle button and switched out.
I did not. I pressed no such button.
What's,
And now I'm just continuously falling.
What's everyone's favorite Star Wars, let's say, piece? It could be a movie, a
Rogue
game,
One.
a game, a toy, anything.
Rogue One is my favorite film.
I was talking to the chat, but sure, you can you can answer.
Hey, they haven't heard from me in a long time. Hit the switch. Hit the switch.
Hey!
Hey.
Nailed it.
Rogue One is your favorite movie?
Yep. Absolutely. No
Interesting.
question.
Empire Strikes Back is definitely my fave. And favorite game?
No, it has to be your favorite single piece of Star Wars.
How dare you
Culture.
make me choose?
You have to. You.
All
There
right.
can only be one.
All right. In that case, Jedi Knight. Star Wars
Jedi
Dark
Knight?
Forces 2, Jedi Knight.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
The best
me
Kyle
too.
Katarn adventure in my mind. Great cast of it. Literally,
So good.
it had better production quality. It would have been a perfectly good cornball Star Wars movie.
Yeah. And a fantastic game, way ahead of its time.
Oh my god! And the full motion video, like that was
Nope.
the
Never mind.
that was one of the like the Return of the Jedi was one of the last times that they had done live
Chewie!
action lightsabers until
You killed
Jedi Knight. And then
But,
in Jedi
like-
Knight, the like Kyle Katarn's episodes, like lightsaber is one of the few that was like live action lightsaber effects done by Lucasfilms.
Oh,
was
there's
huge.
a force field.
Nice. Crossover Lord. Does anyone believe the fan theory about Jar Jar being the original big bad of the prequels?
No, not even for a second.
No, me
No.
either.
It's a funny meme.
It's a funny meme. That's about the extent of that. And Crossover Lord's favorite is Star Wars: The Clone Wars 2003.
Oh, the movie? Really? That's a bold statement, but I respect it, and I respect.
I
your
loved
choice.
the series from 2003.
I remember walking out of that movie deeply confused and like not upset, but just like, huh?
The
that's
two-
that's
the
what they're
2D
going
one.
with. What?
Yeah,
two-
the
2D
series, the series, the mini
Oh,
series.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. No. 2003 to me sparks like the movie that they put out to kick off the cartoon, the 3D cartoon.
Oh, that was 2008, I think.
Was it really?
Yeah, it
You're
was
right.
a little later.
Yeah. You're totally right. Yeah, because I was in high school.
So that was like
Yeah, the Tarkovsky stuff was incredible. Yeah, that's a respectable choice. I got confused.
there you go.
But
Yeah,
I
mean,
remember being as a kid, I didn't appreciate it properly, admittedly, because I was mad that it was only like 5 minutes at a time and that it was a commercial break.
Yep.
I'm like, what? No, thanks.
that
I'll
would
wait
make
until
that
it's a
would
whole
make
show.
me mad too.
I was mad that it was given so little time. But hey, they're concisely told stories.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Merrick, so you would say Rogue One over Lego Star Wars, the complete saga?
Yes.
Really?
With Lego Star Wars being my number 2, my reasoning is it's a complete beginning, middle, and an end, and I have to, from an actor's level and a story, from a content creator's perspective, have to respect how I feel like it lands on where things need to be at the end. That doesn't make any sense. I'm rambling.
No, I get it.
No,
You-
it's
they-
like
they
for,
had-
it doesn't have the
we were talking
problem that
about
the
earlier.
prequels had. What'd you say?
It's like we were talking about earlier with the ending, where you have an ending that's pre.
Yeah, like when you lose the stakes because you know what's gonna happen. Like we didn't know what was gonna happen to those characters, but it took place in a time period where we kind of knew what to expect.
Yes. Yeah. I knew that they were going to die based on the piece of dialogue that was in
didn't.
episode 4.
It's pretty clear.
I did not at all. Like I was not ready for that.
The line from episode 4 is a bunch of rebels, gave up their lives to get these plans for the Death Star. That's how I knew they were going to die.
Yeah. And as soon as
What?
you told me
Jack?
That's from Return of the Jedi, and the exact line is Mon Mothma says, "Many Bothans died to deliver us these messages."
I thought it was in episode 4.
A similar line, but not Bothan. It wasn't quite the same thing. Like they only really mentioned how the plans got to them because of in the original crawl. I haven't gotten back to 4 in my rewatch, but that the many spies died line is many Bothans died to deliver us these this information.
Boffins.
And
All right.
like Barney, feel free to look that up. It might have been mentioned during the briefing of the Death Star
See,
attack.
that's what
at
sticks out in
Yavin.
my mind.
I think something similar, but it's not quite the same quote. I don't
Might
know.
not be the same quote, but I just remember them saying, people died for these plans. We got to honor their memory. Something like that. And that's how I knew they were going to die. Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing, but
Return of the Jedi. Before the Battle of Endor, Mon Mothma solemnly says, "Many Bothans died to bring us this information."
Can you find, like, this might be a little bit more of a pain, but if you can find in the transcript of A New Hope, the briefing room scene, you could probably scan through that dialogue just to quickly see if the old guy in the front talks about it.
oh, Vader, he's so cute.
Easy chewing.
That was well timed considering the kiss.
Wait, we should just ask Crossover Lord. Crossover Lord, if he doesn't know, he can find out. Because you're the king of that, Crossover Lord. Can you find any reference to the stealing of the plans,
I mean, Kyle Katarn was the one who originally stole it. Let's
the
just get
acquiring
that out
of the Death Star plans from Episode 4? I'm also looking myself now, but
It's interesting to me that you can basically unlock these characters at any point in time, because I know if you played as C-3PO in episode 2 or 3, you'd unlock him then.
So Crossover was talking about the 2D series made by the Samurai Jack creator.
Yeah, that's the Tarkovsky
we're
stuff.
all on the same page there, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great. Very underappreciated, which is why I was shocked that we were getting a full Clone Wars series at that point, because I felt like, didn't we already establish this? No, we can go in further detail, but...
Should we play some Force Unleashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Actually, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, but...
Go pee. Enjoy the go.
I think I'm almost there.
To the bathroom?
No.
Oh, for your quote. Sorry.
Wait, you're looking at episode 4?
Yeah.
I found the
I could be wrong, but
No,
that's what always stuck out in my mind. Like, they gotta die to get the plans.
No. That's totally fair. Let me just that's why I wanted to look it up. I'm not gonna just say you're wrong and go and move on.
Like a general Star Wars fan.
The battle station is heavily shielded and carries a firepower greater than half of Starfleet. Its defenses are designed around a large direct-to-scale assault, while small one-man fighters should be able to penetrate the outer defense. Pardon me for asking, sir, but what good are snub fighters going to be against that? Well, the Empire doesn't consider a small one-man fighter to be any threat, or they'd have a tighter defense. An analysis of the plans provided by Princess Leia has demonstrated a weakness in the battle station. The approach will not be easy. You are required to maneuver straight down this trench and skim the surface up to this point. A target area is only 2 meters wide. It's a small thermal exhaust port right below the main port. The shaft leads directly to the reactor system. A precise hit will start a chain reaction that should destroy the battle station. Only a precise hit will set up a chain reaction. The shaft is ray shielded, so you'll have to use proton torpedoes. That's impossible, even for a computer. That's not impossible. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home, and they're not much bigger than 2 meters. Nope.
All right.
You were thinking of Mon Mothma, my friend.
No, I guess.
I thought there was a possibility, but no, sadly not.
No, that's fair.
Not to publicly own you, the more so those.
No.
I honestly thought I wasn't going to do it unless I thought there was a chance.
I would rather be incorrect and get the right information out there than.
Also, it was fun to
make
just read
something
that.
up. Yeah, it seemed like it was fun for you.
Those lines have been burned into my memory.
I don't know. I guess I just kind of. I just felt like in my gut it had to happen in order for the stakes to be high. I didn't think they would go directly into episode 4 with Rogue One. That was a
really
pleasant surprise.
Interesting way of doing things.
Yeah. It stuck out to me that's what was.
Let me see what the crawl says.
Create new save data. No, we have not tackled this before.
Okay, it is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal the secret Death Star, steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armored space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet.
All right, I knew I had to get that from somewhere.
I told you got it from the crawl.
Okay.
So there was a reference in both?
Well, no. So the quote, General Dodonna says nothing about the spies the way that Mon Mothma does in Return of the Jedi.
There's no line of dialogue. It's just in the opening crawl of episode 4. Something stuck out to me where it's like, these people gonna die, you know? Like something.
Oh, I think that it was pretty obvious that it was going to be a suicide mission in the most realistic sense.
Yeah, but I just didn't know that every single person in that you get attached to in that movie was gonna die. Like every single one.
What campaign? What is this?
These are all those I think the last 3 are probably the best ones to choose because they're like DLC stuff that people probably haven't seen as often.
Oh, that's why it's this special edition. Okay, what would you recommend? Jedi Temple, Tatooine, or Hoth?
I honestly haven't played any of them.
Jedi Temple, it is.
We're gonna order 66.
Yeah, sounds right.
Well, let me know when I can take it.
Sith
Oh,
Lord.
I
and I
see.
will
It's a
watch.
difficulty. Okay.
I'll cover his eyes when it gets violent.
Yep, Crossover Lord has confirmed that Jack is right, and he is our resident fact checker. So.
Who needs Wikipedia when you have the power of a crossover lord?
I knew I was right. I just wanted to make sure.
I knew I was right. I just wanted to beat your ass into the ground with my knowledge.
I just wanted you to know that I was right.
It's okay. I can appreciate being wrong. I would rather get the correct information out there.
That is the right mindset to have. It's okay to be wrong, and there's nothing wrong about that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with being wrong, except for the fact
I'm
that
comfortable
you're
with
wrong.
being wrong when it comes to Star Wars. I got no problem with that. When people start telling me I'm wrong with Marvel and DC, that's where the line gets crossed.
Or Power Rangers.
Or Power
Someone tries
Rangers.
to tell, someone
Yeah, I
tries
was
to
gonna
tell
say.
Merrick that he got something wrong about Power Rangers.
Girl, where do we begin?
Rita Repulsor.
Huh?
I just said that to piss off Merrick.
We have lost all budget for the show. I've been awarded Force points. I haven't done anything.
Whee!
Where am I going? Oh my god.
That's one way to get in. Do you know how to play this game?
Nope, not on this system. I know to do it on the PSP.
Way simpler on the PSP.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, who brings a flamethrower to a lightsaber fight? Come
We're
on.
dying very quickly.
these guys have a lot of health.
Courtney's in the chat. Jack.
Courtney.
Yo, hey Courtney. Thanks for stopping by. I started stumbling immediately.
How's breathing in there, Jack?
It's fine.
I already asked him. He's fine. He can breathe out the bottom.
Totally free under here.
It might not
Go
look
ahead,
like
save
it,
the
but
galaxy.
I don't know if I'm saving the galaxy here, but I'm gonna kill some stormtroopers.
Do it. I mean, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Whee! All right, I'm gonna thrash these bitches.
So is this like a story bit of Pete?
No, it's all just like fun stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
I love how he holds his lightsaber.
Oh yeah, totally impractical, but so badass.
So cool.
Well, that's why I want to know. Like, doesn't he has a red lightsaber?
Yeah, but then
during
he
the
gets two
story.
blue ones in the second one.
Yeah. So I guess I would just wonder where. I don't know. Never mind. I mean, it's not canon, but still.
No.
Oh,
I
crap.
love the
Stop
graphics
it.
here. Like, look at what's going on in the background. Like,
Oh
it's
god.
really nice looking. This is kind of an old game, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
At
it looked
least
incredible at
10
the time.
years.
It still does.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, look at the background there. It's nuts.
Oh, jeez. This is difficult.
Did you put it on difficult?
I put it on Sith
Medium?
Apprentice. Medium. Do you want me to take the controller, Jack?
Yeah, I can't get up.
It's that helmet weighing you down, right?
No, Barney wired me in weird.
I did?
That means two things.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to give it a whirl?
You can always unplug it and replug it.
Give it a
No,
whirl.
that's fine.
I don't... If
I
Jack
don't know what
can't
I'm
do
doing
it, I
either.
can't.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I had an even simpler solution.
What? Oh.
Throw yourself with the chair.
No, I just picked the chair up for a sec. Maybe if we spent those force points they were gassing on about, we'd have an easier time. There you go. It's the ones in the air, they have missiles. That's what kept messing me up.
Frenzy. Looks like a
Yeah,
dark
see,
helmet.
they keep knocking you back with them missiles.
The ones up in the air?
Yeah.
But can I double jump or something?
Yeah, just press X twice. There you go.
Nice.
Nope, you fell. That'll get you every time.
Oh, dear.
Well, you were doing well for a second there until everybody died.
Can I plug the work of someone else who made something Star Wars related here? Of course you
Of
can.
course.
Crossover
Absolutely.
Lord. Please do. Always. Always. We're here to
Let us know who and
share
what.
share the love.
Barney just blatantly taking another turn.
It's totally fine.
I'm just teasing.
He was doing better than all of us, but he's getting burned right now. Maybe it'll be better if we play this through single player campaign on another.
I was gonna
another
say.
stream to get used to it.
I
That'll
was
be
gonna
fun.
say like
It's
maybe
a good campaign.
if I knew what I was doing.
My game goals right now, I want to beat
Oh.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. That's the big thing. Those
What just happened?
cinematics have not aged well at all. They look really bad. The first game, it's forgivable because, like, you know, it's such a classic. But even then, the first game cinematics feel better than the sequel.
Can
I know what you mean.
Can I deflect shots with my lightsaber?
Yeah, I think like one of the L1 or R1 may block.
Oh,
Look out!
that was useless. R2, nice. Except
Wow.
Aw. Rip, rip.
okay, can I just go to the beginning of the game now because this is ridiculous? It's like we're doing a.
Turn the difficulty down, because if we do the beginning of the game, you have to go through like the Darth Vader thing in the beginning where he like finds the kid.
So,
You don't want to. You don't want to be Darth Vader. Who wants to be Darth Vader?
well, it makes
I'm
sense
pretty sure
to
this
do
mask makes it super easy to do that. I can't wait to hear this part later and just hear how good it sounds.
that. In post.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Courtney's sad because she doesn't have a Star Wars cosplay.
Say what?
Courtney's sad because she doesn't have a Star Wars cosplay.
Well, there's always time to start.
I was gonna say you got plenty of time now.
There's Cara Dune. There's any number of Padme costumes or Leia costumes. There's some badass ones besides her like fancy dresses and shit.
I'm right there with you though, because I woke up today and I was like, man, I don't even have a Star Wars shirt.
Dude. Seriously,
But-
do a Cara Dune cosplay.
But I have a Knights at the Dirty Table shirt, so
This is true. It's good
that
branding.
cheered me up a little bit.
Or
If I
there's,
were to
like,
cosplay-
there's Mara Jade. There's what's her name? Bastila Shan from Knights of the Old Republic.
If I were cosplaying, I'd want to be Maul. That's what I would.
Get
wanna
up!
do.
I'm working on
Oh!
At some point, I'm working on a Maul cosplay because I have already done a makeup test on my Insta, and it came out really good.
Could I be Lego Darth Maul? Would that?
You could. I've seen someone who made a Lego person out of cardboard, You could definitely make a Lego dodgeball. Like one that they could wear. I should say it was a Lego cosplay that looked like a giant minifig.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they like cut all the cardboard perfectly to shape. It's a level of crafting I have not seen.
I was gonna say, how could I? So I just
Press start.
That's what I was trying to do before.
He's tickling your butt.
There's a what on my butt?
He's tickling your butt with that flamethrower. Do you feel it?
He's
You
just
feel
like,
your
"I'm gonna back
chestnuts
away
roasting on
slowly."
an open fire?
We haven't even touched this big dude yet.
Oh, that big beefy boy?
Is
He'll
that?
mess you up.
Is he canon?
No, none of this is canon.
I mean,
It was partially canon before.
I'm pretty sure lightsabers are canon, Jack.
The cannon was pretty whack back in the day, because essentially the way it worked was that there were tiers. Oh, he was about to yeet you, and then he just
yeeted you off the
force
platform.
disappeared. He just became one with the force. Holy crap! Anyone else see that? He literally
he just-
disappeared like Obi-Wan
He
Kenobi.
melted. I'm melting.
You gotta stop going for those jetpacks.
But we gotta get rid of them.
Did you jump off again trying to get it?
Yeah,
You're getting greedy going for them.
but I want to kill them.
You gotta kill them a different way.
Kill him with kindness.
I wanna
Yeah,
kill
you
them
gotta
my
gotta
way.
hug them, then bring them down. With
I
you.
want to stab them.
Hug them, then stab them.
The Jack Lowe technique. Hug and then stab.
All right.
I feel
Okay.
like I had a friendship like that once with someone.
Oh,
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's a large crowd assembling outside of the courthouse, the state house, to protest the shutdown.
What, in Massachusetts?
idiots.
Boston, Massachusetts.
It's frustrating because like I don't want to be stuck inside either, but when idiots like that keep gathering,
It's a tightly packed crowd.
the only reason it's taking longer than normal is because people are not obeying the order. Mm-hmm. Now he just fell off, but he has a jetpack, so will he be okay? More at 11.
He's falling. Like, someone help me! And his friend's like, you have a jetpack, you idiot.
Well,
Just turn
when
it
they
on."
get
Oh, and I wasn't even trying to go off there. You guys got a couple tries. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, please.
please do.
Keep it up.
No, I hope those people
You're
get the
fitting-
coronavirus, and I hope they live, but I
You're-
hope they get the coronavirus.
You're
I hope-
fitting right in, Jack,
If
by the
only
way.
to teach him a lesson. Don't want anyone to die as a group.
No, don't need to die, but just to know what you're doing is moronic.
Well, the problem isn't that they'll get it; it's that they'll spread it to someone who will really get hurt.
Yep. Jack, you're fitting in perfectly. By the way, we've kind of set the standard here that we just are kind of terrible at games, so we don't tend to,
Oh God, why am I stuck?
to the point where, well, one viewer in particular, Danny, who's not here yet, tends to get frustrated. It's like, stop messing around.
I am pretty good at games, but not when I'm not when I'm goofing with you guys.
Yeah,
well, you're also
exactly.
wearing a giant helmet.
It's the Knight's way.
Please, I've owned people in Call of Duty in a cardboard box. That's no excuse.
No, that's Metal Gear Solid.
Yep. Well, no, but I was playing
I got that.
Metal Gear Solid doesn't have a local multiplayer.
But it does have the cardboard boxes.
It does. I was cosplaying.
When is
I
when
was-
is that
all right.
Metal Gear Solid movie with Christian Bale coming out? That was a rumor a few years
Is
back.
that a thing?
It
I-
was.
I want David Hayter to play him. No one else can do his voice.
You can, clearly.
All right, Jack, we're getting you back in the acting game. We're gonna have you audition for Metal Gear Solid. movie.
Gear.
We're going to make Metal Gear Solid.
I was gonna say we're just gonna make our own
boss.
movie at this point.
Yes.
I can say all the words.
Are there Metal Gear toys of the robots that we can use?
There must be in Japan. I'm
Right?
sure there must have been some kind of merch deal for that.
Well, like Gundam.
If not,
and
we'll
shit.
have Jack make it.
True.
Just
Yeah.
like-
just make it yourself,
just-
Jack. Just make the
just
movie. Just go and
casually-
make the movie yourself, and we'll be in the audience.
That's a lot of money. Who's gonna fund it? I don't have that kind of cash. Not even David Hayter can fund it. He's doing Cameo. That guy keeps trying to hug me. I don't like it.
Solid
not
Snake
proper
as a
social
Jedi.
distancing. Doesn't he
as a Sith.
understand? Just because he's wearing a mask doesn't mean he can't hug me.
Is Starkiller always a Sith?
So
Or
he's
can you
like
play him and become Jedi?
it's one of these games with a moral choice system, and you can be a good boy at the end if you really wanna.
Nice.
There's like multiple endings.
Yep.
Oh my God, they are just all over the place on this. Ooh.
Oh, I know, it's like Dynasty
No,
Warriors.
no, 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 no,
Oh, all right.
no.
Oh,
He wanted to keep you on the bridge to make you suffer.
hug. This guy does not know about social distancing.
He does not. Fucking
There's a
Eat
lot
lightning,
of video
jerk.
game movies stuck in development hell, like Sly Cooper and Uncharted. Uncharted is a movie anyway.
it doesn't need. Yeah, seriously, just watch
You do
the.
not need to make an Uncharted movie.
Someone
like,
I
cut
think
the
they wanted
Uncharted
Tom
movies
Holland.
into movies, and the Uncharted games into movies. Just watch that.
I think they wanted Tom Holland for Nathan Drake. I think
Which
that's
is like
what's
what?
been up for grabs.
What?
It's
He does not have Nathan Drake
Fillion.
energy.
Nathan Fillion is the only Jake,
Exactly.
Jake Drake that he basically is him already.
He is too old. See, that's how you fools needed to be dealing with jetpacks.
He just roasted him off screen and then he just dropped down. Have
You
we
guys like,
finally?
how
have
else
we
are you
done
supposed
it?
to fight a jetpack?
Oh,
with your lightning hands?
That's so cool.
Yeah. Come on.
There you go.
Tom Holland is cast, and they are doing a pre-the games movie. I get that. That's reasonable, and Tom Holland makes sense as a younger Drake.
Have you ever seen the Patton Oswalt thing about Star Wars prequels? That's like where he would like meet George Lucas.
What did you say?
You ever seen the thing about the Star Wars prequels that Patton Oswalt, the comedian, did?
Maybe?
It's so good. It's basically like him going like, oh, like I wish I could go back in time and just kill George Lucas before he could make the prequels. Because like it's like oh George, what are you doing these days? You know, it's so cool to meet you. I'm such a big fan. It's like, oh, well, you'll be happy. Oh, I'm actually working on the prequels right now, the original 4 movies. Oh, what, really? Oh my God! Yeah, the first one you're gonna meet Darth Vader. What? Oh wait, before that? Oh, that's really crazy. What's he like? Oh, well, you know, he's a little kid, and then he loses his mom, and then he's really sad.
We're getting a fly on the wall.
George, that's really
Not
I
what we
don't
asked
know
for.
about that. That's really boring.
Yeah, you need to-
What about the second one? Oh, well, in the second one, you're going to see Boba Fett. Oh, Boba Fett, dude. I love Boba Fett. He's amazing. Oh, what's he doing? Hold on. What's he doing? Oh, well, he's a little kid, and then he loses his dad, and then he's real sad. Okay. All right. Oh, well, you seem kind of sad there, Patton. Yeah, I'm real sad. That doesn't sound that great. I don't really think I want to see that. Oh, wait till you hear what I have for the third one. Oh, there's a third one. Okay, well, all right, what do you got? Well, what's going on? Oh, well, so you get to see the Death Star. What's it doing, George? Oh, well, you just see it at the end. It's being built, and then Darth Vader's looking at it, and he's kind of looks sad. You seem kind of upset. Yeah, I am upset. That's terrible. Well, you want some ice cream? Sure. Fine, George. I'll take some ice cream. Fine. Well, here's a bag of rock salt and some ice. What? And some milk. What am I going to do? Well, because you see, when you put them together, they make it. I don't want to see things before they're good, George. I just want to love the things I love when they're good. That's the abridged version of that Patton Oswalt bit for you.
You have the fly on the wall description of Patton Oswalt's time traveling.
Uh-oh.
Did we just crash? What are the chances? Whoa.
Oh, you're on PlayStation now?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's probably a network thing.
That's weird.
Well, are we streaming okay? Seems like we are.
Yeah. Stream's still up.
Come on, I was thrashing. I
That's
got inside. That's more than either you mooks
I
can say.
know, you got so far. This game might have stopped working.
Might have?
You think so, PlayStation?
Well, maybe that's a sign then. Maybe we've done a lot of great Star Wars work today. And I think this would be a good place to stop.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Boo.
You're the one that wants to
Disappointed
No,
though.
I'm kidding. Oh, I want to. There we go. This looks so great with we got Big Yoda up in the corner and Baby Yoda down in the other
Big
corner.
Yoda. And little Yoda.
Are we
Big
wrapping it
Yoshi.
up then?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we are.
No, it was fun.
Yeah, that's such a good time.
Jack,
good to
birthday
see you
boy,
again,
thank you
Jack.
so much for joining us.
Of course,
Maybe
thank you
we'll
so much
maybe
for
we'll
having
see your
me.
face next time when
If anyone-
quarantine is done.
Yeah,
don't know if we addre-
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if we addressed it, but Jack is not right there. He's way over there. So the
Way more
social-
than 6 feet. They,
social distancing is being observed here.
No question, we are playing
Because-
it safe.
not these two, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean we're quarantine buddies. You
We
guys,
live together,
You guys
that's
know
fine.
about you guys.
Oh, you
know
do?
about that.
No,
We don't literally live together, but
it's
we
just felt that way for the last 2 months.
we have been hanging out together at the studio since before this started, and we continued, and we agreed that we would be quarantine buddies. So yeah,
I love it.
Well, before we
please
go,
continue to wash your hands, everyone, and keep that social distance because
Wear a
be
mask,
sure to
like,
smash that
seriously.
like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Share with all of your friends the wonderful content that we are putting out. We are
Tell us
on.
what you think down in the comments about this. Did you like it? Did you not? How bad are we all at video games? You know.
everyone's saying happy birthday in the chat to Jack. Happy birthday,
What a
Jack.
king.
Thank you guys.
Well, he came in on
Here.
his birthday too. What a guy.
I'll do the reveal at the just for the viewing public.
Oh my God! It's Secret Celebrity
come
Jack
on.
Lowe.
Come on, he's handsome too. That's not
Oh, stop.
fair.
My hair's a mess.
That's
Come
not
on.
fair.
I got
Nope,
hel- I got
gorgeous.
bucket hair.
Gorgeous,
You can't be this talented, this smart, and handsome.
but he
Yeah,
is. But he is.
I'm a triple threat.
Hey.
At least.
Can we put up our social media handles before we go?
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
there's ours, and Jack, and he's not on this one, but Jack is Rocinante
Cosplay.
which I put in the description, and it's
Yeah.
also in the chat.
Yes.
And
As a word from our sponsor, Allen's Horns.
what's your Twitch is different though, right?
Oh yeah, so on Insta you can see all my prop making and stuff. Rocinante Cosplay, Rocinante Cosplay, and that's also how you spell it on Twitch, which is Rocinante152. If you're unsure how to spell it, just Google the Expanse ship name. You'll figure it out from there. But thank you so much for having me,
Twitch.tv.
guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We would have put your stuff in. It was, the whole show was kind of a last minute thing, honestly, in terms of prep.
Yeah.
We would have put it in, and when we start actually having guests more full time again, we'll be able to put your stuff in.
Jack, give
For
me
real.
that number one more time.
152.
152. So it's twitch.tv/Rosinante152.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There it is.
Ah, yeah.
What can we expect next, Legasp, Crossover Lord? Next, you can expect us to take actually a short break.
Yes.
Because
Probably not what
Merrick
you wanna hear.
is doing his live show
Which is what you want to hear.
next
Saturday. May
You
16th.
should all tune in.
and we're going to be doing all kinds of prep work and practicing and stuff for that, and we needed to take this Friday off to do that. So we will not see us unless we decide to stream some gaming at some point randomly. It could happen. It could always happen. You should expect to see us back here.
The formal show, I'll give the formal date, that way there's no confusion. The formal return date for our shows will be May 22nd. So it is a bit of a long way away between now and then, but if you miss us so much, feel free to go back and watch some of our old streams
Well, also,
or
you should-
videos or whatever, or follow us and, be friends with all of us. If you miss us
That
so
too.
much, that works.
That too, and also
We're always on the gram.
you should join us on Merrick's channel for his show because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a show.
May 16th, 7:30, we will be streaming on my YouTube channel, Merrick Henry.
Which is right there.
Yes, thank you. We've been working really hard. Everything's kind of starting to come together for it, and I'm excited to get back out there musically,
Yeah, it's going to be.
because
That's
that is ultimately my passion. As much as I love sitting here and being able to talk about all this kinds of stuff week in and week out with all of you at home, and it's a wonderful joy that you invite us into your homes. We greatly appreciate it. My ultimate passion is to be a music pop star. That's basically what I want to be. So I have to keep that at the forefront, even though I love being here with all of you. So we will be taking a quick break, and we'll be back as soon as we can, because
We'll be back in full force, probably playing some Dreams. It's been a while.
we'll the first thing we'll do is we'll come back and we'll play some Dreams, and we will also
Did you know
do
we
a
got-
reaction to the Super Bowl trilogy
Yes.
we will be doing that as crossover.
That
Loaded.
is
As
that
we will
is
absolutely
planned.
do that.
That is planned. Jack, did you see that we made our way into a Dreams game?
No.
So there's a series of Dreams game called Quest for Cheese, where you play as Wallace and you're searching for cheese, and it's basically a bunch of memes. And we played them. Someone asked us to write a song about it, so we wrote a rap about it. I remixed the Wallace and Gromit theme tune.
Oh my God,
We
yes.
wrote and performed a rap. The guy who made those
That
games
sounds cracking.
made a third one, and he put the rap in the game.
That's
There's a character, you walk up to him and you just hear me and Merrick doing this rap about the Quest for Cheese. So it was a whole like circle of feedback.
That's
It's
so cool.
awesome.
It's the circle of
Wow.
cheese.
Circle of cheese.
You gotta clue me in on this.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time, which will be a ways away, but
We'll see you when we see you.
we'll see you when we see you. Yeah,
Much
guys.
love. Be good to yourselves.
Bye.
Be good to one another. Bye bye.